Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just gonna kind of be doing a really quick, I don't know, hopefully it's only like 10 minutes. Really quick video, basically just kind of talking about the 10 brands that I want to try, ideally before 2022. I feel like I've tried a lot of makeup brands between trying products through Ipsy a long time ago and trying products through BoxyCharm and also just what I've been purchasing. I feel like I've tried a lot of makeup brands, but there are still some that are on my radar that I haven't tried, and I'm really kind of starting to get to the point where I want to make these a priority. Some of them, most of them actually, are indie brands, which is really cool. I'm really trying to go above and beyond and try more indie brands, so I think that's pretty cool. And then some of them are definitely name brand that I know y'all have heard of. And I just haven't tried them yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and go down the list and kind of talk about why I want to try them, what products I've seen people use from them and that I want to get, that type of thing. So actually the first one that I'm going to talk about is one that I actually do have a product for. I just got it in this month's BoxyCharm, and I've been wanting to try this brand for a little bit purely because of the aesthetic, I'm not gonna lie, and I just haven't tried the product yet. So I can confidently say I'm going to check off at least one of these boxes. And that is Beauty Bakery. So this product that I have right here is the Better Not Bitter flower. This is the setting powder from Beauty Bakery. I think that the aesthetic of Beauty Bakery is so cute. The theme of it is just so cute, and I've wanted to try them for a while, but it's been so cute that nothing has so stood out to me that I'm like, oh, I need to get this when I go into Ulta. Oh, I've wanted to try it, I have, but every time I go into Ulta and I'm like, I'm gonna spend all this money, then I go around the store and I'm like, what do I really want to spend my money on? So I just haven't gotten that yet, but especially since I got this in a BoxyCharm, I know that I would be trying this very, very soon, and I'm excited to try it, and hopefully if I like this, then I'll actually be able to get myself to buy more Beauty Bakery products. So the next brand is one that I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of. The next brand is Collidos. Now, like I said, I obviously haven't tried anything from this brand. Paige Corrin, who I watch all the time, I know I've mentioned her on my channel before, she gets PR from them and talks about them all the time. Their packaging is so cool, and I really I feel like it's pretty unique too, the way the palettes and stuff are laid out. I think that's really cool, and I don't see a lot of that type of layout anywhere. But the main reason that I haven't bought them yet is because I feel like it was maybe 2 or 3 launches ago that I heard some very mixed reviews on things, and so I don't feel like their products are overly consistent, at least eyeshadow wise. So I've been hesitant to try it because I don't want to spend my money on something and then not like it. So, but I've been hearing more and more good things about the brand, and so I think it's finally time that I took the dive and went ahead and tried that brand. So I don't know what I'm gonna buy, but I'm gonna buy something. The next brand is Lethal Cosmetics. Now Lethal Cosmetics, I'm pretty sure, so I know they just did a release called they did a collab with what is it, Teresa is Dead? It's an artist, it's a makeup artist that I haven't heard of. But the collaboration was called Lethal is Dead, and that was a really cool looking collaboration. And I've heard a lot of YouTubers such as Allie Dawson, Annette's Makeup Corner. I've heard them talk about Lethal Cosmetics before, and they rave about them and talk about how really good it is. So I kind of want to try it, and again, I'm trying to kind of branch out into indie brands a little bit, so I feel like that's a good one to jump into. Next is probably the most expensive one on my list, and that is Charlotte Tilbury. Truthfully, I cannot explain why I want to try them because I know how expensive their stuff is, and I feel like it's going to be one of those, I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna spend all this money on it, and it's not gonna live up to the price point, and I know that. But there's just something about it that I'm like, okay, I kind of really want to try it for no other reason than just I feel like I do need to try some of the more expensive brands, like Natasha Denona, thank God. I did get the chance to try that. I think it was a BoxyCharm that I got in Natasha Denona mini palette, so that was really cool. So I'm really glad that I tried that, but yeah, I don't know what it is about Charlotte Tilbury, but I'm thinking that I need to try it soon. That and Pat McGrath, those, I didn't put Pat McGrath on this list. It was kind of a toss-up between whether I want to try Pat McGrath and Charlotte Tilbury. I put Charlotte Tilbury on this list, but honestly, I would be content trying either. So the next one is gonna be, I feel like a bit of a shocking one that I haven't tried, but that's BH Cosmetics. Now, BH Cosmetics, when I first started YouTube, I'm talking like 2013, when I was like 12. BH Cosmetics and what was the other one? The other one with the really big, like, I guess, well, it was really big at the time, eyeshadow palettes. Sigma. BH and Sigma were the two, like, big name brands at the time. And I never tried them then. And then they kind of fell off the map for a little bit. And now they're starting to make a comeback again with the, I think it was like the, it's like the ice cream collection, I think, or the dessert collection. I heard a lot of really good things about that. And their, I guess it's like vacation collection, the one where they're like travel to Paris or Puerto Rico or yeah, you know, those are starting to make a comeback too. So I'm kind of thinking that it's time I try it. I was this close. I'm talking like this close to trying some when I went to Ulta. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and I did not take the dive, but I was really close. It was in my hand. I started to walk away from the thing with it in my hand, and I decided to put it back. But I do think that I want to try that brand before the year is up. So next I have on my list two brands that I mostly follow and found out about through Twitter, and that is Gerard Cosmetics, which they do sell at Target, so it's pretty easy for me to get some of that. I'll probably be trying lipsticks because that's the one that I hear about the most, and CXC Beauty. The two of those I hear about all the time on Twitter, and all of my like makeup people that I follow on Twitter, they rave about those products. So I know that I have some discount codes that I can find on Twitter, and I think it's just time that I try those. CXC Beauty specifically, because they actually have like a create your own palette type thing, kind of like ColourPop does. So I kind of want to create my own palette, and I feel like that's how I'm going to want to try the brand. But the thing that I really love about CXC Beauty is I see everywhere how inclusive they are, both in terms of like their marketing and also just the specific products. They are very, very inclusive to all all skin tones, shade ranges, everything like that. So I think that's really, really great, because some brands have not been doing that great recently. Jaclyn Cosmetics, I love you, but please expand your bronzer range, please. The next one that I have on there is another one that I feel like was so iconic back in the day, and then they kind of fell off the map, and then they did a rebrand, and that is Makeup Geek. I have not tried anything since the rebrand. I never tried anything of the originals either. But to be honest, since they rebranded, I really wanted one of the Matrix palettes, which is their like big eyeshadow palette, and I just haven't taken the dive and bought it yet, but I really want it. And I also really want to try some of their lashes too, so I think it's time that I try that as well. And I don't know how similar the Makeup Geek formula now is to the one originally, but I think it's pretty similar, and those were iconic, so I kind of want to try it and see if it lives up to its hype. And then the last two are ones that you can find at Ulta and are more name brand, and that is Anastasia Beverly Hills and Huda Beauty. Oddly enough, I'm kind of surprised that I've never tried anything from Anastasia. I was really, really close multiple times to buying the Modern Renaissance palette because I like that color scheme. But again, I would go and I would pick it up and then I'd put it back down. And I couldn't quite explain to you why, but I would. And then there are other times that I wanted to try like the liquid lipsticks from Anastasia, and again, I looked at them, I found the shades that I wanted, and then I walked away. So, but I do think that those are ones that I need to try. I can't decide if I want to try like one of the palettes or one of the lipsticks, or if I actually want to kind of dive into ABH and Norvina and get one of the big Norvina palettes. I don't know yet. And as for Huda Beauty, I'm thinking that I want to go with either the nude palette or the naughty nude palette because those both just look really, really pretty, and they're like the pink tones that I really, really like. And I've heard pretty good things about Huda Beauty, so yeah, that's kind of really all I had to say. I just wanted to kind of manifest this into the world that, okay, these are the brands that I'm gonna try. I'm gonna figure out how to do it, and I'm gonna try these brands. So if you have any product recommendations from any of these brands, definitely let me know down in the comments below. But that is everything I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this short little talk through video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye everybody.